A very good evening to you all. We have come to the closing ceremony of the 19th Agricultural Research Symposium of Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. After countless hours of hard work for days and months, the students have showcased the fruit of their efforts, and it has been a wonderful day witnessing how talented they are. Now let's enjoy a small video clip of the day's proceedings. To make the concluding remarks of the compilation of today's events, now I cordially invite Professor Nisha Kotyarachi to the stage.
Good evening, everybody. Senior Professor Udit Jayasinghe, Vice Chancellor of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, Professor Jagat Edirisinghe, the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, the Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Head of the Departments, Agris 2020 Coordinator, Dr. Vajira Balasuriya, all academic staff members, non-academic staff members, my dear 15th and 16th students, that 15th and 16th year students, and also all other students. So first, let me thank Dr. Balasurya for giving me this opportunity to talk few words under the agenda item Aggress 2020. We know that this Aggress, this time, is a unique one because students did their research while the country was locked down in standstill condition. It is better that look something back on the past. So let me briefly say something that I noted during Aggress 2020. So the students started to do their research in late June 2020, and fortunately or unfortunately, they could continue in the normal way only up to end of September. So all of a sudden, you know that such kind of, we can experience such kind of roller coaster ride of a life. So the country got again locked down. So we were stuck at homes. So some of the students were a bit disappointed, actually, because they could not continue their research, especially those who worked with wet lab experiments got suffered a bit, and also those who did field experiments also got suffered. And I remember that they requested from the dean of the faculty to enter into the faculty premises, and the dean, I think, gave a solution allowing entering batch-wise, small group-wise. But the students who worked with secondary data and worked with sort of analysis or worked with softwares were able to accomplish very well. So, however, when I glanced at the Aggress publication, I could not see a disparity. Actually, I cannot help thinking this publication is a marvelous one. I can say that it has not been second to any other Aggress publication published in the past. Actually, when I glanced the publication today morning, I noted that there were so many innovative researchers in this Aggress 2020. With this COVID-19 challenging situation even, students have been able to achieve very high standard research outcomes. I found altogether 132 publications. I think credit should go to both students and their supervisors. So you know that otherwise this kind of, without continuous pushing from their supervisors, this kind of achievement is impossible. I saw this time even students were able to collaborate with, like previous years, with external institutes like ITI, University of Peradeniya, like Agriculture Department, even one of the Korean universities, etc. So we know that collaborations are really important to go for innovative researchers, especially blended type of researchers where multiple disciplines are involved need to be carried out. Actually, I saw all these plus points in Aggress 2020 as well. Some of the unique research themes which we had neglected in the past had come to light with this pandemic situation. So let me briefly say some of those titles. One I got impressed was bioactive compounds, antioxidant capacity, and consumer preference of traditional medicinal formula paspanguva available in the market. Actually, I was surprising that I have seen that our young researchers have been doing such kind of bioactive compound analysis throughout many years, and so for many years I have seen, but why we have forgotten to check the bioactive compounds in this paspangua. So like there is a saying that every cloud has a silver lining, so proving that we with this COVID pandemic situation, we started to admire our own products. Another one I got impressed, it's not kind of impressed, so I just want to say that, so the relationship with this COVID pandemic situation, so the economic impact of COVID-19 pandemic, a review of financial markets in Sri Lanka. I am sure that the outcome of this research definitely useful for the policymakers of the country. Another one, we know that consumer intention towards online food purchasing, so we know that we move to online food purchasing. I'm sure that the outcome of this research might say the pros and cons of this online purchasing. So by glancing those publications, actually I understood that students and staff got inspired to do their research in different angle to cope up with this unseen virus, very tiny virus, and to cope up with the adverse social conditions occurred in the country. So let's move to our inaugural session, just to memorize something. So today the inaugural session went well with hybrid system. So we understand that embracing the virtual technology, and students and the eminent scientists participated via online. And also I want to say something about the keynote speaker. So the keynote address delivered by the chairman of the Milko company gave an inspiring talk. So if I'm not incorrect, I think he is Mr. Lasantha. So actually, he insisted us to, students, for you to go out from the comfort zone. So please, he emphasized several times the term to go out of comfort zone. So that means be responsible and go out, don't be in the comfort zone. So in the technical sessions, once again, thanks for this virtual technology. So we had all presentations, recorded presentations delivered via Zoom. So also you were able to answer question and answering session also very well. Actually, to be frank, I want to say that judges of actually my department, so they appreciated very well. So our students were able to answer. So actually, I want to appreciate that, so you did well, even that session. However, students, that does not mean that you don't have room to improve further. Definitely, you do need to improve more and more to become a perfect researcher. Another thing I want to say that, you know, that this standstill circumstance open your eyes to pledge the things in a different way. So by looking at all these things, I understand that it is a kind of better fashion, I guess. So although my talking is closing remarks, I would suggest you to consider this talk to open your eyes for making a difference for your life. The year 2020 taught us that we could live without many of our wants. We lived only with minute essentials. Am I correct? So the year 2020 taught us that we could live without Mahapola or bursary. I think it's not Mahapola, without bursary. So I think many of the students didn't get bursary, but we survived. And year 2020 taught us that we could do research without facilities while being stuck at home. Also, the year 2020 taught us that we could do Aggress 2020 without much expenses and but without much decorations like earlier days, but in creative and innovative and glamorous manner, not being second to any other Aggress in the past. Finally, the year 2020 taught us that we could add a value to our life, accomplishing a very successful, excellent, and creative agriculture research symposium while facing multiple challenges. So now you are at the places where do your in-plant training. Once again, I want to highlight the keynote speech. So it is good while doing your in-plant training, you got that keynote speech. So don't be in your comfort zone, be responsible and do going behind the comfort zone. I think with the experience of Aggress 2020, you discovered a unique way of striving ahead while facing the pandemic situation and other challenges. I'm sure that this whole task, that means the whole Aggress 2020 starting from last June to up to now, is impossible unless the support of your parents, I mean, because you were there at home doing online listening, and so they paid for you, support of your supervisors, and support of the administrators of the Wambi University of Sri Lanka. So we should pay our gratitude to all of them. Once again, actually, I want to thank Dr. Vajira Balasurya, who coordinated the Aggress 2020 perfectly and glamorously, coping with all these difficult situations. I know personally she had many difficult situations. Actually, I'm sure that if she had not accepted the coordinatorship, we would have not achieved this kind of glamorous Aggress. But same time, I want to admire Professor Ediri Singh as well. He is the driving force behind all our growth of the faculty, not only the Aggress. So if I don't admire, it would be a lapse. Actually, this is not a closing remarks, but since now Vajira is going to do the closing, this is not the vote of thanks, but Vajira is going to do the vote of thanks. So I think it is necessary to say thank you for Vajira. So that is why I just simply told something like that. Also, we can be proud of our first person in the university, Professor Udit Jayasinghe. Since students and staff can be proud of, because he is our staff member. So I'm sure that he encouraged all the events of the faculty. And so I bless all these administrators of the Wambi University, and while blessing all these people, and I wind up my talk. And finally, I want to say that I congratulate you students, Aggress student. Aggress 2020 is a great and unique and a fashionable one. Actually, it exceeded our expectations. Thank you. Have a nice night.
Thank you, madam. Now is the most awaited and the anticipated moment of the day, and I will not keep you in suspense for long. It's time to announce the names of the best presenters of the 19th Agricultural Research Symposium of Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. Department of Agribusiness Management, Session 1. The best oral presenter, Awarded to Miss A.N.M. Fernando. Department of Agribusiness Management, Session 2, the Best Oral Presenter. Awarded to Mr. H.M.L. Nainajit. Prize awarded to Mr. H.M.L. Nainajit. Department of Biotechnology, the Best Oral Presenter. Awarded to Miss W.G.A. D.N. Wehaller. Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening, the Best Oral Presenter. Awarded to Miss A.D.M.A.K. Vijayatunga. Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening, Session 2, the Best Oral Presenter. Awarded to Miss M.S. Vikramaraji. Department of Plantation Management, Session 1, the Best Oral Presenter. Awarded to Miss R.A.A.P. Marapana. Department of Plantation Management, Session 2, the Best Oral Presenter. Awarded to Miss M.M. Nipunika. Heartiest congratulations to all the best performers from each department for their outstanding performance, and warm wishes to all the presenters as well for making the day remarkable. Your work is highly appreciated. Now, I cordially invite Dr. Vajra Balasurya, Coordinator of 19th August, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to all of you. The Vice Chancellor, Waimbos University of Sri Lanka, the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, the Dean, Faculty of Applied Sciences, heads of departments, academic staff members, all the invited guests, all other staff members, as well as my dear students. Ladies and gentlemen, although an official vote of thanks has been proposed during the inaugural session, I will be failed in my duties if I will not thank enough all the invisible groups behind this mammoth task. So let me take a few minutes to thank all members who have devoted their time to organize this event. Well, it all started in last April, as Professor Nisha mentioned, with the appointment of myself as the coordinator of AGRES for this year by the faculty board. And I thank the faculty board for identifying me as a suitable person to organize AGRES 2020 for this year, as well as appointing 5 chairpersons for the subcommittees. And I took the responsibility with great enthusiasm as well as with a bit of anxiousness, because I have not organized such mega events. So then we invited some initial planning. However, we had to be in isolation at home because of this COVID-19 situation. We conducted the first AGRES meeting with the students with the participation of the dean through Zoom. I think the students can remember that. And they have appointed a student committee with the student coordinator, Mr. Itsuru Arunodya, and Ms. Dishma Vishwani as the secretary, and all chairpersons for the subcommittees. And we expected to come to the faculty to organize the event. However, we could not conduct a single meeting at the faculty premises. Anyway, we have conducted several sessions, even at the subcommittee level, with the students. We fixed a date for AGRES in last November. However, we could not make that. Finally, the faculty board decided to go for an AGRES with the online component or this hybrid version, as we have witnessed today. I hope all of you have satisfied the 19th AGRES amidst these conditions. Although it seemed a smooth flow with nice arrangements, very beautiful setups, it was possible with the minds, blood and sweat of large number of individuals who worked hard as a team during the last month of time. Let me thank all of them as the organizing committee. First and foremost, I must extend gratitude to the Vice Chancellor of the University, Senior Professor Udit K. Jaisingh Mudalide, who is also a senior faculty member in our faculty, for the great support and encouragement to conduct the AGRES smoothly without any administrative red tapes, and funding the AGRES through the university funds. Also, as a senior member of our faculty, he showed great interest for the success of the AGRES, as he have mentioned during his speech in the inaugural session. I wish to extend sincere thanks to the guest of honor, Mrs. Anastasia Koklova, for First Secretary, Embassy of Russia and Sri Lanka, who has devoted vital time from their busy schedules to grace this event, encouraging the collaboration of Russia with YB University Sri Lanka. I wish to thank the chief guest of the inaugural session, Mr. Lasantha Wickramasinghe, for gracing this occasion and delivering an eye-opening address on the scope of careers for our students, as Professor Nisha also mentioned, as well as enlightening the academic audience on knowledge is the power and think big. I'm sure that he inspired many of our students and the audience. Thank you very much, sir. Professor Jagat Chaminda Edrisinghe, the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, who has always been the strength behind the organizing of the 19th AGRES. Right from the very beginning, the Dean was keen on giving the best possible support from the faculty and encourage us to organize the event in the most glamorous manner, while assuring the scientific spirit kept at the highest level. He was available for all our inquiries, questions, etc. Thank you very much for bearing with us, showing kindness to the working team. Thank you very much, sir. Further, I would like to thank Professor H.M.L. Keherath, Head Department of Agribusiness Management, Professor K.G. M.C.P.B. Gajanayaka, Head Department of Plantation Management, Dr. R.H.M.K. Ratnayaka, Head Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening, Dr. D.R. Gemhani, Head Department of Biotechnology, as well as Dr. K.H. Sarananda, Head Department of Biosystems Engineering, who has guided for great support, especially for guiding the department students to complete research projects, except Dr. Sarananda, submitting the papers and presentations on time, also for supporting the logistic work in numerous ways. The symposium wouldn't be a success without the commitment of the AGRES organizing committee. Dr. J.M.M. Gudugama, Chairperson Logistic Committee, Dr. W.M. Vishajit Kandegama, Chairperson Fundraising Committee, Dr. P.S. Varakaguda, Chairperson Publication Committee, Dr. K.M. Evan, Chairperson Advertising Committee, Dr. T.P.S.R. Guruge, Chairperson Refreshment Committee. I was lucky to work with such a great team. Each chairperson deserves a word of appreciation. Especially I thank Dr. Priyangwada for working days and nights with a team of reviewers comprised of Dr. Udayanga, Dr. Menuka, Dr. Geeti, Dr. Mevan, to publish I'm sorry if I miss a name, to publish 2 volumes of AGRES proceedings, which is a huge task. Thank you for the commendable work. I greatly appreciate Dr. Mevan and the team for publicity work in newspapers, websites, and in Wamba Radio. Thank you for the great script written for the radio program for the team. Dr. Vishwajit Kandegama, we thank you for raising funds amidst the unfavorable conditions together with your team. Dr. Shashi Guruge, thank you so much for all great works in the refreshment committee, setting a remarkably nice food court as well as inaugural session at the premises. Not only that, you have supported for all other things in organizing the event beyond the TOR. You have my word of appreciation. Please take the committee next time as well. I greatly commend the truly great support by Dr. Menuka Udugama for handling all the logistic work and all the organizing work. This time, the logistic work was handled by the staff without the students in the premises. However, 15 students, including Isuru, came here to support the work. I thank them as well. Dr. Menuka and team, all of your hard work until late hours during yesterday was fruitful. And we really admire the beautiful decors designed and done by your team like this. Thank you. Dr. Menuka, Dr. Sashi, Ms. Nirma, Ms. Ashini, Mr. Shehan, Professor K. Minder, Dr. Udayanga, and all who have supported the work during the late hours. I thank all academic staff members for their great support as supervisors and reviewers of the papers. All the external supervisors from different institutes are greatly acknowledged as well, who assisted in the research work of the students that have created the base of the research symposium. My sincere thanks are extended to academic supportive staff members for the assistance given for the publication committee, logistic committee, and any other work. Without the presence of students, your small group made a great contribution for the success of this event. I wish to list all your names here, but each and every of your work is greatly appreciated. We are grateful to the distinguished scientists from other universities and research institutes who spend their valuable service to support us as panel of judges in the technical sessions. Thank you very much for being here. Many thanks for all session chairpersons and session coordinators for your support to make technical sessions a success. I would like to thank the compeer, Ms. Prabha Silva, for a job well done. Thank you. AGRES committee acknowledges the support from the administrative divisions in organizing the event and making the event possible. First, I thank the Registrar of Wamba University of Sri Lanka, Mr. W.D. Chitrananda, and the staff of the Administrative Division of Wamba University of Sri Lanka for necessary arrangements. I thank the Bursa of Wamba University of Sri Lanka, Mr. Valdharmadasa, Assistant Bursa, Makadran Premises for assistance and financial aspects. We are truly grateful to the Director, ICT Center, Professor WJSK Virakodi, ICT Center at the Makandra premises. We started from the scratches. And also the systems engineer, Mr. Dumindu Samanvikrama, assistant network manager, Mr. Damit Ekanayaka, Mr. Sampath, Mr. Anuradha, and the whole team. Your committed support to set the technical platform in Zoom, in YouTube for conducting the inaugural session and technical sessions of the 19th ACRES in a novel way is truly remarkable and commendable. The ICT Center team got technical and equipment support from Mr. Danushka, audiovisual unit of the faculty, Mr. Tilina from the LFN, and also from ICTC Kuliyapitiya, Dr. Upanit, Director ICTC Kuliyapitiya, visited here as well. The team worked hard and enthusiastically till late hours in yesterday night. We saw smiles in their faces around 9 p.m. Then we knew that all set for today. Thank you so much. Without your support and your minds, this will not be possible. Senior Assistant Registrar, Common Support Unit, Ms. Yashoda, staff of the Engineers Division and Landscape Division, Makandra premises, including Farm Manager, Mr. Susantha and his team, Work Supervisor, Sulakkana and his team, are thanked for all groundwork, setting the outside and inside premises working till morning hours of today. I mentioned the best support from the staff, from the cleaning ladies, to beautify the premises as well. The Public Health Inspector is thanked for the cooperation and support to set the guidelines for COVID safety and being here to witness. I think he is present here too. He talked to me several times. Assistant Registrar, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Mrs. Dulani Jayakodi, and all staff of the Dean's Office, including Ms. Chandima, Ms. Hasinta, Ms. Predashi, greatly thanked for all administrative work and supporting work for the Dean and making all ready for 19th ACRES. Thank you so much. All the technical officers and management assistants, including Mr. Anuradha, Mr. Chintaka, Mr. Kapila, Mr. Parakrama, Ms. Gimhani, in departments. I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning names, but all of you work enthusiastically for our ACRES, for your ACRES. All other non-academic staff did also truly great support. I dearly mention Tharindu and Ishara for their very cordially support. All of you work enthusiastically with all smiles. I commend all of your support. I'm sorry that I'm not adding your names here, thinking that I'll miss a name. The financial support by the university funds, BSc Plantation Management External Degree Program, National Lotteries Board of Sri Lanka, Masters of Agriculture Enterprise and Technology Management Degree Program, MBA External Degree Program, and Food Business Diploma Program are greatly acknowledged. Without your support, this event will not be a success. Services offered by other organizations, including photography and videography, media and newspaper publicity for the event, are greatly appreciated. Other support from external institutes, Silumina, Daily News, Vimba Radio are appreciated for the support given for ACRES. Last not least, the final year students who actively participated in organizing the symposium, guided by the Student Executive Committee members of the 19th Agriculture Research Symposium, are greatly appreciated for creating the event in an innovative way, facing the challenges. Other students of the faculty who have supported the event are also thanked. Also, a special word of thanks goes to Bioscope Legacy Media, led by Vimukti Viduranga, for the supportive job recording the symposium in an artistic way. We are looking forward for the highlights soon. Carlton Nikambu is appreciated for nice meals and the courteous catering. Thank you very much for all the participants for your contributions. Once again, I deeply appreciate everybody who have supported the organizing committee, including their family members, in numerous ways to make the 19th ACRES a success. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare that the 19th Agricultural Research Symposium is officially closed. I extend the cordial invitation by the Dean and the Organizing Committee for dinner in the first floor. Wish you a nice evening and also networking. As the final event, I would like to cordially invite the guests to join with us to have a conference photograph. Thank you very much.